Good evening, everybody. We're back. We are back. We're officially back. Last night, if you were watching, you got to see the tragedy. The tragedy of a very small, petty little person thinking they could strike us down. They could take this away from you. Well, they don't have that power. We're not going anywhere. Even if YouTube was shut down tomorrow, guys, I I'm on Mixcloud. I'm on I'm on Twitch. I'm on Mixer. We're never going anywhere. We're here for you. We're never going anywhere. We started off in radio. We don't even need video. I got a 1 watt transmitter sitting right over there. Right over there. Right there. I mean, like, we'll go back to pirate radio. It doesn't matter. We're not going anywhere. I just want you guys to know that. We're here for you. This is the people show. The people. The people of the night. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. You're listening to the world's greatest DJ, Julian Orbit. Completely, utterly hungover, but still going for it just for you guys. We're going to finish this review. And joining me tonight, Tronicsization, my co host, my oldest friend, joining the party. What's going on, man?
Well, I got our thumbnail.
What's that? Oh, look at that. Yeah, that's who's in the thumbnail. You can strike me down. You'll never take.
How can you strike down this face? Look
How
at
can you
this
strike
face.
it down? You'll never take the power away from her. She runs this channel, guys. What are you doing?
She's our channel mascot.
Exactly.
One of the two. The other one just hides from the camera. Oh, look at all the drool.
Yeah, my cat can't handle the lights in here. It's too much for him. Ah, so people want to complicate you. Complicate you. Ooh, ah.
Oh man, it's like
Not this
10
time.
degrees warmer in here tonight than it was last night.
Oh, I know. It's just brutal in the studio, dude. I got 2 fans going.
It's the lack of rain outside.
Ah, it's supposed to rain. What happened to the rain? What on earth? I know. It's supposed to rain today. And it totally, it might have. I don't know. For like 5 minutes this
It
morning.
looked like it was. I was about to go out for a walk with
Right.
the family, get some
Right.
nice evening cool air, and it looked like it was going to
Right.
rain. So I was like, all right, let's cancel it. And then it didn't rain, and the sun came back. I'm
Ugh, I know, right?
like, thank you.
Thanks, weather. Thanks for nothing. So I know it's not very keto, but once in a while you can throw that out the window and have some fun, right? I went to McDonald's, believe it or not, and I had their new Slurpee or
And
slushy or slush puppy, whatever you want to call it. Okay,
hmm,
they only got 2 flavors, and it brought me right back to my childhood. You can have red or you can have blue. I'm like, hey, it's like when Slurpees first came out. I know most of you probably don't remember this, or if you do, right on. As those are that's when they used to fill the cup up for you. Remember that? You have to
they
tell the
do
guy,
that.
yeah,
They do that again. In
yeah.
a lot of
Do they?
places, they keep the
They've
cups behind the counter now. If you want a Slurpee, they
gone
handle the
back to this.
machine.
We've gone back to this.
Yes,
That's
it's the
amazing.
cleanliness part. They don't want a million hands on the machine, right?
Right? Yeah, because of the couve. Everyone's favorite pandemic. It's been quite a blast, right? I mean,
But
yeah.
speaking of the two flavors of Slurpees, do you remember Happy
Mhm.
Pop?
Of course, I remember Happy Pop.
And you could buy a case of it, take it home, and then when you return the bottles, you got a discount on your next case.
Exactly. I actually have one of their crates because they came in a milk crate. I still have one that
Yeah.
says Happy Pop.
Well, an altered size of milk crate, specific for holding, I think, 12 or 16 Happy Pops or something like that.
Right. Yeah, the one I have actually holds 50 vinyl records perfectly. So
Nice.
I'm not giving it back, Happy Pop. Come get me. Come get me, bro. Never getting it back.
I've had it too long, it now belongs to me.
That's my property. Go to hell. Well, what was your favorite flavor of Happy Pop?
I think it was the clear one.
Coconut.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't remember the flavors they were. I just remember my favorite color. And
Yeah, me too.
the orange was too sweet.
Yeah, they're orange. That was more like a Minute Maid orange than like an orange crush.
Yeah. If it was
I
more
had that.
orange crushy, it probably would
Yeah,
have
I
been
know.
my favorite.
I like the yellow.
The lime was pretty good too.
Oh, lime was great. Yeah, man. Yeah, Happy Pup was crushing it in the flavors back in the day. You could.
I
Oh,
I remember they had it at the local Dynamics, which was also the arcade and the pool hall. It was a convenience store, arcade, pool hall, all three.
the '80s. It's like
Yeah.
one stop, just one stop. You only need to go one place. You can
Yeah.
get your Happy Pop. You can go play some games, play some pool, grab a beer.
No, no.
Ah,
Me and my sister would be given coins to go play the game because our stepdad would be betting on pool because he was quite the pool shark.
playing some pool, have some beer. Here, kids, there's $20. Get out of here.
Go play more games.
It's like, yeah, honey, I took real good care of the kids today. You
Oh,
know,
no, no, no.
like we had fun.
My mom would come storming in there at like
Uh-oh,
9 p.m., scream and grab us and
they got school tomorrow. Just like rolling
ah,
pin.
the 80s.
Yeah, we had an arcade up in here, and is right by the 7-Eleven, right? So when you go to the arcade here, and you could get beer there too. So every arcade machine had a stool, and I know the guy
Yeah.
was selling beer illegally because there's the liquor store, and he'd like go buy a case and walk back to the arcade with it. But you'd walk up to it, and there'd just be like 50 BMX bikes, like 100 skateboards, some some guys break dancing out front, like muscle cars pulled up. It was basically the only place you could go other than that pub they had in the village.
It was like the Emporium in Dazed and Confused.
Yeah,
It was the
exactly
cool
like that.
spot to hang out.
It was the only spot. I mean, we didn't even have that bowling alley yet. That
Well, that's when Collingwood was still its own town, right?
yes, that the bowling alley's gone, isn't it? That's a car wash now.
Yeah.
That sucks.
We got to save the bowling alleys, people. We have to save the bowling alleys.
Yeah, I don't even like bowling, but it's actually kind of fun, especially if you're like really loaded and you have no idea what you're doing. I don't know what the score is. I don't even keep track. I'm like, whatever. Just
Just try and knock them all down with one throw.
yeah.
That's all you need to know.
That's
It,
it.
if you want to get fancy, you can get some spin on it. I always
Yeah.
line off to the right a little bit because when I throw, I spin the ball and it always curves. So if I
What do they
line
call
up
that?
just right, the spin?
Is it same as like in pool? Is it called English? Put some
No.
English on the ball.
I don't know. I'm not a professional bowler, man. I just enjoy
Yeah, I know
throwing
nothing,
balls down the lane. But I
dude.
know I always do spin, so I stand like a few ticks over and
Right,
go. And
right.
apparently, if you throw the ball with no spin straight down and hit the front pin,
Hmm.
you'll a lot of the time just take the front pin out. You gotta come on the angle
Right.
because then it hits, sends the head pin that way, and then the ball goes back that way, and
That's okay.
victory.
Geometry. I used to have a bowl.
Victory.
There's a bowling game. I don't know. How many of you guys had Videotron? Anyone out there? Did you have Videotron when you were growing up, like the cable box?
I think I had it for like a week, or it was a ColecoVision. It got lent to us.
No, this is your cable box. So
Oh
Videotron
no,
is
no.
basically Shaw, right? And on this thing, to this day, I can't even tell you what this was. But here's the fun part. It had games, and one of the co-hosts of Public Access, right? He had a show all about the games called Playing Games with Peter Hill, and this machine had a bunch of like really crappy like 8-bit games on it, and I can't tell you what operating system that was, or if it was a game console emulating something, or if it was just its own thing. But it actually had a really good bowling game, and that's how I learned how to bowl, by playing games with a infrared remote. And they had a tennis game that I absolutely kicked ass. And for some
Did you
reason, the only go ahead.
did you play any of the Wii Sports on the Wii?
I Yeah, I have Wii Sports here. They're pretty good.
Tennis, the bowling, golf, I think
Yeah,
too.
tennis was probably the most fun.
I knew
Both,
how to
both, yeah.
I knew how to get a strike every time on the bowling game. So
Oh
much
wow,
for the
really?
fact that um,
Killing it.
we had one in the break room at work back when I worked at a company I'm not going to talk about. But
Right.
um, I just hit the over button like 3 or 4 times,
Mm-hmm.
and then if I did the stance a certain way, every time strike. So much so that I like clicked the button. I knew how many times I was walking to check something in my office, which was right beside the kitchen. I'm like click, 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 click. Boom! As I was walking, I got a strike, and everyone's like, "What? You weren't even looking." I'm like, "Don't need to."
Don't need to. I kill it at this. Yeah, my nephew, who is I don't even know what 7, 8, 6, somewhere around there. He can every game on the Wii. He just grabs the thing and he does like these little micro, like, and he just kills it on everything. Like he's not like throwing it around or anything. I uh I actually had it like yeah, I'm one of those idiots that got a TV broken, but it wasn't me. It was my ex. She was playing I think darts.
Use
You
the
know,
straps.
darts. Yeah, didn't have the strap on, and yeah, there it goes. Boom. I'm like, moron.
Use the straps.
Like they're there. They're there. Oh look, I still have some of the Slurpee left. Red. Fruit punch, guys. Kicks ass.
And then there's blueberry blast.
Mm-hmm. Delicious. I don't care if it's keto or not. I need some of that today.
Need some of that sugar.
Guys, anyone that was here last night and you saw what happened, like we're pretty distraught about that. And then we laughed and like what? What are you trying to accomplish?
And then we asked YouTube, what did we do
Pathetique.
wrong?
Yeah,
What did we do wrong? And they said nothing.
nothing.
Here's
Nothing.
your video back.
Yeah, you guys did what? What is this? Some poor person had to get up and go and watch that whole damn thing just for what? Because of you?
At
You
what,
you
like 1:30 in the morning, they had to wake up and
Yeah, I don't think so.
watch 50 glorious minutes of this.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you that was the perfect way to wake up because when I wake up, I don't
Oh
like
yeah.
having a I don't like having a cup of coffee in silence. I like having to go right into watching a video
Yeah, I want to wake up and have to watch us drinking
with all these lights.
and all these yeah, talking about a very violent movie. And it may be, in some, well, it's offensive in a lot of ways too. And that's what I want to wake up to. I want to have to get out of bed and watch
Well,
this.
the movie is from '98, so they had a different idea of
What was, yeah,
what you could throw up in a movie, right?
right. And I was actually discussing this. Mobius watched it today, and like I asked the one part. I'm like, was that? See what I'm wording at?
Yeah,
Like, did that happen,
was
or
that
was
what we
that
thought it was, or were we just like,
we? No, we were wrong because during that part, even in the flashback, it doesn't show that.
okay,
So, right. And even
perfect?
that itself, I mean,
Well,
you can buy this at Best Buy, people. When I was
that's
saying that it might be illegal to even know, I was joking. That was maybe that upset someone. Maybe that upset you. You think that we're downloading some like weird thing. You
no, no.
can buy this, and you can buy the uncut version at Best Buy today online because I don't think Best Buy's open yet.
I just
Pandemic,
they have lineups.
pandemic.
They let a certain amount of people in the store. You have to line up.
Oh, do they? Okay, who knows? But apparently you know. What am I saying? Yeah,
I
yeah,
know,
barely, yeah,
I know everything.
yeah. You can get this anywhere, and it might shock you. The thing is, I didn't look at the uncut version's box, right? It says right in the front, absolutely not for children. Like it's right there, not for children. Okay, and you look at the back, and it's like, oh my god, I didn't do that. I just threw it on. I'm like, man, this is only $9. Cool.
Yeah,
that's
and that's why.
that's why you should look at what the hell
But
you're buying.
anyhow, should we get into final thoughts and everything on
Right.
this work of art?
Yeah, this work of art. Let's finish it up for everybody out there. So, as we left off last night, we're not showing. Well, I'll show some images here. There's one because
What
I
about this
know.
image?
Let's see. There you go. I know that there's a lot of sensitive people out there, so we
Okay,
obviously don't want to offend.
quit, 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 quit. She won. She won.
She always wins. There you go. Like if this offends somebody, then you're just heartless. You're a heartless monster.
Look at that.
Look
Look
at
at
that.
that face.
It's so happy.
Look at the face that's not attacking me.
I it's one thing I like about cats when they sleep. They always look so happy. It's like I love sleeping. It's like me too. Me too.
Till
So
they're sleeping in your lap, have a nightmare, and wake up.
now my cat did that the other day. He woke up and just grabbed my arm, just bit me. I'm like, hey, what are you
Yeah,
doing, dude?
chasing a mouse or something.
It's like I love you. So Kite, 1998. Where do we leave off? They got the gun to his head. That happened. You get to see all that, and afterwards,
She
this. Go ahead. Go
she
ahead.
she does get her retribution.
She does get a retribution, but at that point, as the viewer, it's not clear as to whether she's actually, turning on Akai, right? Or if she was like, you know, this is always part of the plan.
Or just
Like
playing the other dude.
exactly, and it leaves that little bit of ambiguity. You're sitting there just wondering, like, for a moment. But this movie's so fast paced. Like, it does not. It's not going to leave you wondering anything very quickly, right? Like, I mean, you're going to sit there going, "Oh no." So, before we got cut off so abruptly, we showed that the guy Kanye, Akai finds Kanye's body in the street. He's assigned to another murder because he's like a homicide detective. He finds the body in the street and he's expecting to see what Noburi, but
Yeah,
it's Kanye instead. So he's like, "What the?" And he's like, "Noburi, like I'm gonna find you." And he does. He tracks him down, right?
right into
So
the
he
sewer.
thinks. So he thinks. Yeah, in the sewer. It's always a good conclusion to something when they're in the sewer. That's what I want. Like the turtles there too. But stupid joke.
Oh, but you
Tur-
didn't. You missed one part.
Go
He
ahead. Go
found
ahead.
he found his partner's body on the
Right.
exact site of where her parents' house used to stand.
Right. And it was burnt down to the ground after he took her in and made the earrings out of their blood.
Hmm.
Complicated. Just complicated stuff. So down in the sewer, who's he run into? Who is
Not
it?
a not a
Is it these
Burry.
guys?
Yep,
Those two?
definitely those two. Look, they're
Yeah.
hugging.
Yeah. He finds them and they're like, "Hi." No. So it's not Noburi. He assumed it would be. It's Sawa. She has a few last words. She's like, I knew it was you. Basically, I know that you killed my parents. She was going along with this, like she was playing a long game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a very long game, and I feel that's where Quentin Tarantino got that character from. Obviously, just he didn't have. Well, no, I'm gonna say Kill Bill was pretty brutal too. I mean, if someone was so sensitive to what we were saying with still images last night, I suggest you don't ever watch Kill Bill. Like, be
Definitely
careful.
not volume 2.
Oh yeah, don't do it. Like you're gonna have a stroke or something.
But
You
I would
baby.
suggest possibly Apocalypse Now.
Yeah, that's a good movie. Sit there with this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, he's even got a little pillow.
I know, right? It's
Do I need to buy you a pillow?
so adorable.
She's nodding at
uh,
me like, yeah, you need to buy me a pillow.
I love
Now she just
kittens.
uses mine.
So that's fine. That's fine. It's all good. Basically, Sawa blows his god. Excuse me. Sawa blows his brains out, and she exacts her revenge. She goes back to that like abandoned building where her and Noburi hung out
With the cats?
with
The
the
cats?
cats. Yeah, she lays down with the cats and says something about Noburi will be home soon or be joining us soon or something like that. I
Yep.
can't.
We won't have to wait long.
Yeah, and
But
that's
there's
it.
just one problem.
What is that?
The little girl that he shot her basketball.
What?
She took old Burry out.
She did?
Oh yeah.
What? What?
He was walking home with cat food and stuff, and she was waiting there, and they had just, you know, trained her to be their next.
Oh my god. Isn't he in part two?
Maybe he lived from his gunshot wound.
Okay, here's the thing. That wasn't in what I watched. So, oh my
Is that
god,
what I watched?
this is such
He
a mess.
he fell down. The cat food cans fell out of the bag he's carrying and started rolling on the sidewalk.
Oh my god, like what? That makes this even worse.
That's what made the last scene so like
That makes beyond sad.
exactly
Oh man, like
because she's like he'll be here soon and he just got shot.
oh wow, man, yeah, okay, so that wasn't even on my VHS copy.
Hmm.
Yeah, that movie's got depth to it that you just like, especially if you watch that uncut version. I mean, there's a lot of stuff you need to look past. Like, okay, okay,
Just
okay, okay.
skip the uncut.
Skip the uncut, guys. Don't watch the uncut version. Don't watch the director's cut. Just watch the
For
original one.
for
For,
98.9% of you, I will say not the uncut.
right. All right. Let's get into our final review. Would you watch this again?
Um, I would possibly watch the cut one.
Okay. Would you recommend it?
Um, well, this is a trick question because I watched the uncut, and there's two people I know that I would tell to watch the uncut to. And for everyone else, I tell them to watch the cut version.
Yes. Don't watch that uncut.
I won't watch the uncut again. The story was good, so I would
Hmm.
watch the cut version. And like
Right.
most movies we talk about, it wouldn't be tomorrow, it'd be 6 months, a year down the road, something like that.
Right. Okay. And what would you have done differently? And that's
Not
a
have the uncut.
yeah. That is basically.
I
Oh
think it was
wow.
too far.
Yeah, it went way too far.
I
Like,
honestly had to mute the movie and look away. Like,
yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of 4chan users out there that really love the uncut version, but
not for
unfortunately,
me.
it's not that you don't. I wouldn't even want. Yeah, here's the problem. I'm like, I wouldn't even want this in my collection, but it is in my collection. So what do I do? Do I throw it out? Like I don't know. Like I
Post it,
hate it that much.
post it for sale on 4chan.
Put it on Kijiji. Maybe someone will buy it. Like that. I don't know what to do with it. I don't want this in my house.
I had a movie like that I bought once,
Hmm.
and I watched it and I was like, whoa, too much. But
Too
I had
far.
a friend that I knew who would like it, so I mailed it to him. Like, here. It's like, you want me
Yeah.
to mail it back? I'm gonna keep it.
Hey, we're still streaming, right?
Yep.
You sure? You got other
Hmm.
monitor there? Okay. Yeah, I see. James dropped out. Come on back, James.
Where you going, man? Where you going?
What are you doing? What are you doing? That's a funny comment. So,
He's still here.
is he?
He just commented,
Oh, okay. No.
as in
There he
he's not
goes.
gone.
There it goes. Yeah. Yeah, like on my end, when it updates, like I'm showing 13 people right now, and then it dropped down to one. I'm like, I swear, guys, you're all listed here. All I gotta do is click this little eyeball. I can see who's watching. And that's
It's just could be a
it's
little
how we
lag.
narrowed what's how we narrowed down the our sensitive friend from yesterday. Yeah, well, we know who you are. Don't worry. YouTube knows who you are. Google knows who you are.
And
That's not
God knows who
us.
you are.
That's not up to us to say. We can't. We can't get involved at this point. But you know what? The person who flagged this, you can have my copy of the movie. Just take it. Maybe you can. You're the kind of person that probably wants this. I still have it on VHS. I got the original on VHS, so I'll quickly go through this. Would I recommend this? Absolutely not. Well, not the uncut. The original theatrical release, yes. It tells the same story, same themes, the same redemption arc, except as far as I've always known, Oberi doesn't die, so that is even more brutal. Oh, that just hurts.
Well, he got shot.
We don't know. Yeah, that's just why. Oh my god.
To make
Okay.
it sadder.
When I watch it again, obviously, in a couple of years, it's been a long time. Um, what I've done differently, I wouldn't have had that uncut version at all. I wouldn't have sold the uncut version. Like you kind of killed the legacy of your own film there, pal.
Wouldn't have created the uncut version.
Yeah, it never would have happened. Like I'm gonna leave it at that. Like, how many stairs are you giving this guy?
Oh, if if I take away the uncut version and take out
Right.
all the scenes I know wouldn't be in it,
Especially that
like
one that went on for like minutes.
okay, like with the uncut
Why?
version, just because it was too much and
Hmm.
unneeded, I'm gonna say like 40. The uncut, cutting all that out because it is two different movies.
It really
I'd
is.
I'd give it 135.
Oh my god, dude, we have it's in my notes right in front of me. We have actually reached complete consensus for once.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding you. It's on Notepad. It's sitting right there. Exact same thing.
40 and 135?
Hmm. Because even the uncut version, that's violent, but it's 35 minutes long. It's,
But
it's barely a movie.
there's violence in almost everything you watch.
Right. But
Like
this,
every action movie, some movies that aren't even action movies.
hmm the world is violent. It's a violent place, guys.
There's
These
what
things
was that?
happen.
The Invisible Man wasn't an action movie or anything, but there's a lot of violence in that.
There's a, uh, yeah. I mean, there's a
And
ton of violence in that. Yeah.
that's more of like a thriller.
Yeah. It's like that scene with in the restaurant.
Yeah.
That's on par. I'd put that on par with some of the stuff in
Uh,
Kite for sure. Like, well,
I think I'd put that a little bit worse.
yeah, that's pretty brutal in itself. Oh man.
So the violence in it wasn't the problem. It was the fact I watched the uncut.
Right. Yeah, that guy. Maybe for the core audience, like of Japan, that is more appropriate or it's more culturally accepted. But I mean, worldwide, I don't see that going over too well.
You
Pretty
have to.
much
It
depend. I don't know.
makes
Not
you
I
think
just
though. How
does make
many
me think.
animes have we watched that there might be a Japanese only version that we've never seen?
That happened to us in college, if you remember, when Val brought over Digimon, the Japanese Digimon.
Right.
Yeah, I'm like, what on like
Not even
what?
close to
I
the
like
same thing.
yeah, we'd actually watched the entire series, and this is for children, guys. Like this isn't Kite about assassins. You know, this is a children's show, a lot like Pokemon, made by Bandai. Like it's just happened to be on, and we didn't have cable, so we watch it. And then we watched the actual Japanese version, and then there was those type of scenes in there. I'm like, this is unnecessary. Why is that there? Like that's weird. It's really weird. Like I don't, I still don't understand why that. Like you ruined
Oh,
Digimon.
I'm I'm not gonna judge because it's not my thing, but
Hey, yeah, I don't
you
know. It's still
you
just
do you,
cartoons.
right? Like
It is cartoons. Like I mean, it's not something I want to see, but whatever. Wow, I got to get my mind off that stuff. So after the we were cut off so abruptly last night by
a
a petty
flag
petty little person flagging fake things.
striking down Cinder.
You can't strike us down. Doesn't work that way, traitor. Um,
Cinder's too cute.
we're actually talking about because if you guys caught that part of the stream, I don't know if it was cut off, but we were talking about comic books last night, right?
And trading
And,
cards.
and trading cards, yeah. And one of the last comic books that I had ever purchased was Battle of the Planets. I think it is by IDW or MA. I think it's IDW who made it. I can't remember. It's in a box. And today,
What's in the box?
yeah, what's in the box? What's in the box? But I decided to just like go dig around and see if I could find that comic. And interestingly enough, I found a comic book from the 90s called Cyberfrog. And from what I understand that you were telling me last night, Cyberfrog has made some sort of resurgence as of late.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
It's the creator of it is getting it republished and colored because it was black and white.
yes. So the three issues of that comic that I found. Remember, that's three issues of a comic. Three issues of that comic that I had found. Um, they're there in black and white, and they're by Harris Comics.
I'll be
I read them. They're pretty good. Now you're telling me that this is back? Like this thing has come back? Oh, looks like Tronics has been muted. All right. Well, I'll try and bring it up for you guys. I believe these things happen, guys. He's got a young child, you know. He's got a baby in the house. So, he sent me a link in the private chat. Okay, guys, let's bring this up. So for what he's telling me is that this Ian von Skyper has reissued these books, and they've been fully colored, 2020 standard. Um, because Tronics was talking about this stuff last night. It's like, hey, I think I have those books. Oh, there he is.
yes. After the stream got
After that stream,
canceled, I was clicking around looking for something to watch
things to watch. Yeah.
and found a live stream where he's talking about it.
Oh wow, yeah. Well, there's lots of good live streams out there. Let me see here. I okay. I found it. I got it. I did it, dude. I can. I can do things too. So apparently, this gentleman has brought these back, and I read all three of those issues of that comic. It's 3 issues
They're from '94,
of a comic. Yeah, they're old,
but
but they're great. I I don't know if I've actually read them before.
foil embossed covers. But
So
the cool
yeah, let's
part
see this.
is his colorist. And I forget his name. I'm trying to find it because I but heard him say it last night. But
Right here, Kyle Ritter, master colorist. You know what? I think I know this guy is a deaf mute, correct? I
I
believe that's a story.
heard something about it on the stream, but it was after our stream and
Oh,
I had beer, so
look at this artwork, guys. Oh my God, it's absolutely
foil
stunning.
foil embossed covers. This might be one of those
Foil covers. Wow.
things that you buy and wrap up in that
Wow.
moisture
Sorry,
proof, dust proof plastic and just
seeing his signature there. It's Ethan. It's got kind of a square
and
box thing going on.
you
Okay, Ethan.
put them flat so they don't get crinkled, don't get dust, don't get moisture, and it's one of
Right.
those things you keep.
This is
I
something.
wouldn't
Yeah.
I wouldn't read it, but
Dude, I was hungover today. I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna read these comic books.
yeah, but if you get something like that, and I don't even know
See, the old
where
ones, I don't know if they're worth anything, but I guarantee these new ones are gonna be worth a lot of money. This is whoa! Like, look at this. This is some of the most detailed artwork I've ever seen in my life.
but I don't know what differentiates a comic book from a graphic novel, but
Graphic novels typically longer, I guess you'd say, like 48 pages, I think, something like that. I pulled that
like
number out of my ass. I've got no
there's
idea. Look at this thing. What is that? Whoa! It look kind of like a
there's it's the
big
detail.
lizard. This detail is bonkers, man. How long does this take to draw? Holy crap!
Well, for me, a lifetime. Like
Like,
um
wow.
I don't draw. I'm sure with practice I could get better, but I
Right.
don't think I'd ever be at this point. It's just
No, this is
it's
decades.
it's not my strength, it's not my forte. It's not what I do.
Oh, sorry, it's Ethan Van Sciver.
Skyver.
Sciver? Yeah. Okay.
Skyver.
So he's made 263,000. Wow, that's a
Canadian.
Canadian. Yeah, that's holy quarter of a
So
million dollars off of this
he
old book.
he beat what he needed to keep going.
Wow. Look, it says that he has 12 campaigns. Yeah,
Hmm.
I'm gonna click on it. Sorry if we're going down a rabbit hole here, guys. We want to fill in the hour, right?
We like rabbit holes.
We like really, checking everything out.
I'm gonna turn off my camera again for a second because I'm gonna try to find those cards I was talking about yesterday.
Cool, cool, cool. Yeah. So yeah, this guy actually has a lot of other campaigns. Wow. Interesting stuff. Uh, I don't know. I read those books, the originals today. I thought they're great. This seems like something really interesting to read. I haven't read anything really
I don't think I
new in
would
a long
read it.
time.
I would put
Yeah, I
them
don't know.
away.
This type of thing doesn't happen very often either, I believe, in the comics. Like, I mean, you don't just bring back something from the 90s. This. So let's see. You get a little bit of chat from James. How many issues? So on that one, you get 2 issues. Um, and you've heard he's a very nice guy. He seems to be a nice guy. Yeah. Yeah. I actually have I have original 3 of them of that comic, and I don't know why I'm doing that. It's like talking with my hands isn't. It's nothing weird. But I might pick this up, guys. I just might. It seems like a worthwhile thing to get. Just my opinion. I kind of want to get back into comic books. It's been a it's been a while. Like I've got boxes and boxes and boxes of these things. I never opened them. I got the entire run of Indiana Jones comic books from the assuming the 80s. I didn't really look at them. They're Marvel. Really cool stuff. I think the entire run of Star Wars comic books as well. For some reason, there's this Green Rabbit in there. I don't remember him from the movies, but it's Star Wars. I mean, a Green Rabbit in Star Wars, sure, sure, why not? That's that's something George Lucas would come up with. I mean, that's that Star Wars level of creativity. Totally joking. I love Star Wars. I really feel we should have more cats. I
More
feel like
cats.
we're missing out on cats here.
All right.
What's up?
I found both little binders.
Nice. Yeah, let's check this
Oh,
out, guys.
one little binder,
Ooh.
one bigger binder.
So yeah, I'm looking at that guy's page, and he's got 12 campaigns going right now. Oh my god.
Too loud.
And apparently there is a return of Cyberfrogs. Oh wow, he made wow, $734,357 on this. That's a that's a lot of moolah. It's a lot of money, guys, to be making on a comic book. Tell you that much. Jeez. But I'd say for the level of detail, this guy, like, that's that's skills.
Well,
That's like,
that's sales, right?
yeah. Apparently he did the book. Oh, he did another version of it. Let's see.
Oh, look at this hologramic Ken Griffey Jr.
Oh,
thingy.
cool. Let's see.
But I got my Kellogg's cards.
Are those
Remember
worth anything?
Patrick
Does anyone
Roy
know?
with
Hey, Mobius, you watching?
the cornflakes.
Is that what is that worth?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Dude,
It's
Mabobs plays
the whole,
hockey and stuff.
it's the whole set. Brett
Right.
Hall, Rob Blake, like oh, we even got Cornelius.
Oh, the cornflakes rooster.
Yeah,
Cornelius, nice.
and the trophies, the Rice Krispie card
Nice.
trophies.
Dude, that's just sweet. I would totally just hang on to that.
Oh,
It's
it's for my
Kellogg's.
it's for my oh, and check this out.
Let's see. Oh, you got some Nintendo stuff in there. You
Well,
got Tony the Tiger
it's
too.
part of the thing.
Is it?
You know how
Man,
many boxes of cereal I ate to get all this?
is that how you got all the cards?
Yes,
What about
I
the
can't.
binder?
I think you
Did you
have
have to
to
like?
send away for it.
Oh wow, man! Remember that when you used to get free stuff? That was
But
fun.
this
All right, let's bring you back up here.
platinum hockey cards.
Is that worth anything? Anybody, leave a comment.
I forget what year it is, but I got every card from the year. Like this whole binder is just every platinum card released in
Right.
whatever year this was. They've been in this binder in plastic since I got them. It's the whole
I
set.
I had an entire box of something called Upper Deck, and I don't know what that is.
Oh, that's a different blend. Platinum is one brand of hockey cards. Platinum was a different one that came out. Upper Deck was probably the most famous.
Is it? I don't know. I know nothing about that stuff. I got baseball cards. I don't know what they mean. I don't know if they're worth a thing. I
I
still
had a
got those
whole
Marvel cards.
I had a whole whack, but I didn't
Right.
like of all the cards I had O-Pee-Chee, Upper Deck, all of it. The
Hmm.
Platinum was the only one I got a full set from one season, and the other ones
Right.
I didn't even get any like good rookie cards or anything. So
Oh,
I
that's
already got rid of
brutal.
all those other ones.
So yeah, guys, I'm looking over this Ethan Van Sciver's campaign here on Indiegogo, which Tronics found. Looking at it,
I didn't find it. I
and
saw it on his live stream.
well, whatever. It's, it's more than I did. He's got collectible coins We're talking a line art variant of the Return of Cyberfrog. He's got foil variants of Vampirella. With I
Maybe
remember that from. Is that still going? Is that still a book?
maybe it's coming back.
I don't know. That's something you bought when you were like 12 and you couldn't get a porn mag. No offense to the artist there. That's cool though. Like I mean, I look at it. I would actually like that as a
Uh,
poster on my wall.
I'm
That's
see
hot.
my thing always is with anything I collect is I want all of it. And
Right.
this is why I never got into comic books because
Yeah, you gotta spend a ton of money. Look at this variant cover.
but
This
I
guy,
think I think with
wow,
these
he's killing it.
it's such a limited number. This is something you could actually just get all of, and
Right,
if you're deciding to do it for this reason, which is what I would do. My boy's turning 5 months in 2 days. I'd be buying it, wrapping it
right,
up, dust proof, moisture proof, keeping it in a flat location, and just
right.
that's
Yeah,
what he
look at this.
gets.
Look at these posters, dude. This is killer. This is actually so killer. Like, I would love to have that poster, the one with the jumping frog on the right there.
It
That's
I won't
wow.
lie, it does kind of remind me of playing Battletoads back in the day.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a Battletoady vibe, of course. I mean, it's
Or maybe which was first, Battletoads or Cyberfrog?
I'll put it this way. Did you ever watch the Battletoads cartoon?
Um, Probably, which is why. Did you ever play the game where it was Battletoads meets Ninja Turtles?
Is that a game?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was Battletoads meets Double Dragon. Either way,
They might have
no.
done that one too, but
I believe I have that game somewhere, and I've never played it, and it's still in the box. After getting Ninja Turtles for Nintendo, like the original Nintendo Entertainment System, I wanted nothing to do with amphibians after playing that game. I got right to the end, and I couldn't beat it, no matter what I did. I had enough. I'm like,
all
that's
right.
it.
But quick,
What's up?
favorite Sega Genesis game? Go.
Oh, Revenge of Shinobi, all the way. Absolute favorite. You, what's yours?
Road Rash.
Road Rash. Nice. That's. Did you ever get to play it on the 3DO?
No.
Little bit superior, but I believe there's an even better version maybe on Sega CD. Not sure.
The Dreamcast though. Oh my god. I think that was my favorite all-time console. Period.
Oh, look at this. He's up to part two. Sorry to cut you off. Part two of Cyberfrog Guy, guys.
Yeah, let's get it
Holy
all. Whoa.
jeez. You see that number,
Okay.
everybody?
This is very popular.
$1.2 million. Holy moly. So yeah, I think we're kind of missing out on something here. I maybe we should look into this, or we're not drinking. Neat stuff. Okay, I'm gonna stop plugging this guy's things. I mean, there's your free
Yeah.
promotion, buddy.
Sometimes it's fun to talk about things you stumble upon.
Yeah, that's right. You know, I love pop culture, and comic books are a big part of it. Like the comic books also ruined Infinity War for me, and most of those Marvel movies. So
I okay, I really had X-Men and Zen, and those are the only things I really I
that's
had
Zen
some
Galactic Ninja,
and I had some Punisher.
right?
Yeah, Zen Galactic and I went into the Wolverine
Right,
line of X-Men where like it's the really dark Wolverine ones.
dude. You'll never believe this. I know who this guy is now. I believe he did like X-Men 118, 113, something like that. He's the guy. This is a controversy. I remember this. He is the guy that got fired from Marvel because he snuck, I think, the word ass or tits or something on or sex. I think it's sex. Yes, onto every panel of an issue of X-Men. I believe that's the same guy, but I
Mm,
can't be certain. Can't be certain. Might want to Google that one.
or not, just look at his artwork and see what he's doing. Like it's
Yeah, I
obviously
mean, who cares at this
peop,
point? Who cares?
peop, people love it.
People
Obviously, like
obviously 1.2. I don't I don't think Marvel or DC make those that kind of money on one book. Like I
I
don't think they could come close.
I heard one of those two companies might be getting sued by
Really?
the U.S. government, but I'm not going to talk about that.
Whoa, yeah. We're getting into politics. Yikes. We don't do politics on this show, guys. I will talk about cool comic books though, and that does look cool. I'd like to get a copy for myself.
Problem is, you almost have to get two if you want to read it,
I know, right?
because you want that one like if you're going to collect,
Oh yeah.
like you unwrap that, you have gloves on, you slide it into
Hmm.
the plastic protector and just
You got the
seal her up.
tweezers. Yeah. Do it right. Do it with respect to the art. And as far as that type of stuff goes too, it's like that's what you really want to be focused on is the art and the story, and that's kind of how I've always read them. That's why I'm struggling with the names of all these people, like because I'm that's not what I'm worried about. I'm worried about the story. I'm worried about the art, and if that isn't taking me away, well, I then I don't care. You know, it's like when we were talking about Mark Wahlberg. Yeah, in real life, he was a piece of garbage
Yeah,
that did a lot of
I
awful things to people.
I
He's a
I don't pay attention to these people in real life. I'm never gonna follow them on social media or anything because when it comes down to it,
yeah,
they're they're an entertainer.
yeah. They're entertain. They're
Like
there to entertain us.
I don't
Dance.
I don't care who you are outside of your character.
Yeah, don't care. I mean, unless you're unless you're the leader of the bad guys in World War II, or I don't care. Like,
And, and unless you're, actually a biologist or something like that outside of your acting career.
well, isn't Dolph Lundgren like a chemical biologist or something?
Yeah, and isn't
Like
what's
super
her
smart.
name? The girl that played Blossom. She
Right.
she like does brain.
Malik or
Yeah, she does like some sort of like study
brain
with brains and
surgery?
stuff like that. Not surgery, because
Oh,
she's not a surgeon. She's
I'm not a doctor.
I don't know, she's
Sorry.
but she's got some sort of like crazy biology education from university.
Blossom does.
Yes.
I assumed she'd have like a degree in cutting lines of coke, but sure, okay. That's
Uh,
great. No, good for her. Absolutely. Good on her. That's like Natalie Portman, right? Like she went to college and just did the total college girl thing instead of, I actually, I believe she missed the premiere of one of the Star Wars films because she had to study for high school, like for
wasn't
exams.
wasn't she
So
upset about being
give you
stuck
that.
in the contract because she wanted to go to school and they're trying to make her film and miss classes?
Yeah, I think there's something like that. I remember seeing that on Entertainment Tonight. That's where we get our news sources from. Da na 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 na.
I
Ba,
just
ba,
read
ba.
I just read the covers of the magazines when I'm walking through Safeway.
Yeah, yeah, me too. I never picked them up.
Oh no, if you touch them, you gotta buy them.
Like, oh, no thanks. Especially now. Yeah, nowadays, you touch something, you have to buy it. Get out of here. This is brutal.
Yeah, I was standing in the refrigerated section looking at eggs and cheese
Hmm.
in Safeway, and one of the staff came through. It's like, "Do you need help finding something?" I'm like, "No, I'm just looking at, which one I actually want to buy because,
Yeah,
you guys are gonna like freak out if I pick something up and put it back." Like,
yeah. Jeez, that's so brutal. I went to check the.
although I did that with the cucumber because I picked up a cucumber and it was like squishy. I'm like, nope,
Yeah, I'm not buying that. I don't care.
throw it on the floor.
Yeah, just chuck it on the
Don't
floor.
don't throw it on the floor. I'm not advocating for that.
No,
At the same
not at
time,
all.
throw it
Let's
on the
get
floor.
it. Get that filthy thing out of here.
Well, it was soft already. You don't want a soft cucumber. Like,
Dude, my ex-wife said that all the time.
You know who didn't say that?
Oh my God, who?
The
Yours?
lady in 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh God.
I will always make fun of that movie.
That movie's
Always.
I can't stand that movie. I
For
never ever want to watch that again.
for a movie I haven't watched and will not watch, I will always make fun of it. And if you guys
It's
say you guys need to
terrible.
review that one, I'm calling in sick.
We're not doing it. We've had um we've had some zany, I didn't say zany. We've had some strange requests over the past year about what to review, especially when I was doing the show on the radio. That's right, guys. This was a radio show before. It wasn't just a bunch of drunkards talking about movies. I used to DJ live. Whoa, right
Hey,
beside me, turntables.
I'm not a
Like,
drunkard.
uh, wait, is that going the wrong way? No, there they are,
Man, pick your
turntables.
boxers up, Jesus.
Boxers. That's there's no clothes in this room. That's
I know, I'm just messing with you.
oh I got that pile of pillows for the cat. He's so spoiled. He likes to sit up there when I'm DJing, so that's like his thing. And I got a bottle of Pepto on the turntable. Should probably not have that there because this thing's worth 5 grand. But there,
Well, I wish I'd bought Techniques when they're 300 bucks.
I know, right? Especially that gold one I just showed you. That's from DMC. I had to win that, guys.
I was gonna say you can't buy that one.
Yeah, you have to have some little bit of skills. You have to be great. Yeah, underneath the DJ booth here, we actually have two CDJ 800s, two CDJ 2000s, SP404. That's a sampler, everybody. SP202, which I've showed on the stream before, SP303, SP505, SP606, SP808 as well. So that's how many samplers are sitting on there.
The 202 is the creme de la creme there, though.
That's
You know,
right.
I owned that for about a year.
Yeah, he did. He did. He used it as a sampler and effects unit. We set it up on his mixer so he could do a send on his mixer, and it would go to the sampler, and he could live sample a drum loop.
I had a 3-channel
Yeah,
Behringer mixer
yeah.
with a 202 and two CDJ 100s.
Hmm.
And you know what I accomplished? A super mix of big bass bomb.
Yeah, the greatest hard house, hard dance. I don't know what the hell to call that, but that was a good mix. One of the
Three
finest mixes you've ever heard.
three different.
3 different versions, key locked, beat mapped. Mm, just boom. And then this is like
Without a
when you
monitor because I didn't have one.
yeah
I just knew the timestamps of the songs.
yeah exactly. He knew these songs so well and just could do micro adjustments and play all 3 of them at the same time.
Yeah, man, for a while there, that was
Mhm,
my favorite song, so I listened to all 3 versions of Big
mm,
Bass
mm,
Bomb all the
mm.
time. By the way,
Hell yeah.
DJ Boozy Woozy, yours was my favorite.
That was I liked club heads. Club heads in the house. Like that's always so fun. But they always had that Yamaha what DX 200 baseline going, right?
Yeah,
Like don't up on every third. But
yeah, but
you
then be
know,
like, don't.
yeah, like vary it up.
They'd have
Nice.
like that weird attempt at a drop beat in their bass line,
Mm-hmm. Oops.
which
Don't
which
show
uh
that.
that thing couldn't accomplish, their equipment couldn't accomplish. So
Right. Ah, the good old days. I was thinking about doing a trance mix. I was
uh,
like just taking all of like the older trance songs because I got so many on vinyl. They're sitting. There's hundreds of records sitting right here. And I was just thinking about like taking all the ones that are like harder sounding, and just using those portions and trying to build something out of it. I don't know. It's not gonna be difficult because in those days, trance was 1 BPM, 140. Yay!
unless you're listening
Don't
to
need to think.
Skywarp.
Yeah, unless you're Mr. Skywarp, who's probably not gonna watch because he's a jerk. No, our
He doesn't. doesn't DJ anymore anyway, so
Yeah, we're not going to say who he is, right? We're going to say what it is. I might say it was aliens, but our good friend and DJ and used to come on the radio show all the time with me and Tronics. He actually drives F1 cars now for Lotus, and that's where we're leaving it. We're not saying it was aliens, but it was
just
aliens.
saying.
Not saying who it is. We're not doxing anyone here. I'm not saying he's an alien, but he was an immigrant. Isn't that the
Uh,
term that they officially use?
the best part is
Just kidding. We love you,
we
buddy.
we couldn't understand his accent, so apparently we'd be like, "Hey, you want to go out and do something tonight?" And
Mm,
we've come to understand that he was saying, "Not really," but to us it
right.
sounded like naturally.
Yeah. It'd be like, yo, Skywarp, you want to come hang out today? He's like, naturally. I'm like, natural? Oh, yeah, come on over then. See you in
It's
five
like,
minutes. And I was like, oh my God. Oh my God, those guys.
yeah, he'd show
He's very,
up.
he's very German. He'd show up reluctantly. It's like, hey, we're going to the club. You coming?
He's
Naturally.
yeah. Like,
Then he
see you
come.
there. See
Yeah,
you
see you in
there.
a minute. See you in a minute, buddy. I don't know, dude. The German accents are tough, especially that East Bloc German. The words all kind of run together. There's no enunciation.
Well, and I think people that grew up with this language and know the different, like,
Hmm.
anywhere you go, whether it be a different province, different state, different country that speaks English, the
That's
English is
correct.
different every one of those places.
Yeah, it mutates everywhere.
So,
Apparently, we've got weird accents.
oh,
Ooh,
and we got weird slang.
yeah, like the word goof.
Yeah,
People call each other goof up here, and our American friend Mr. O was staying with us for a
surprise.
while. And yeah, he's like he didn't understand it. He's like, that guy just called me a goof. I'm like, oh man, you gotta go get him. And he's like, what? Like Disney's Goofy? I don't get it. I'm like,
No, like
oh,
goofball.
yeah, G-ball. Guys, like, I still don't get it. That's not much of an insult. I'm like, I guess that's a regional thing. Huh,
Yeah,
weird. I forgot about that.
yeah,
That's a stupid insult.
man. Just traveling to Ireland. They speak English there. I speak English. I
Hmm.
had trouble talking to them. I couldn't get a second beer anywhere I went.
Right.
Like, they come up and say, like, some, like, another one then, yeah. It's like, yeah. And then the beer doesn't come. I'm like, all right. So the next time they come up and say that, I'm like, no, beer doesn't come. I'm like, but what? How do I answer this? And I just learned in Ireland, you can't be Canadian. When they come up and say another one, then yeah, it's like, yeah, I'll take another round. And the person I was with was like, I didn't want another one. I'm like, I'll fucking drink it.
Yeah, when I was there, I just went like this.
Hmm.
Two. Give
You
me
can't
two.
say yes. You can't say no. You have
No.
to use a
Two.
sentence. You have to communicate. And,
Yeah.
like, I guess that's, people here are lazy or something. Another
Well, you
round.
can't be shy. You can't be
It's like,
shy either. You
another
can't be
round.
shy there at all.
Yeah, you get another round.
No. You can't be shy there. You gotta talk.
Like, can't even say yes. We have to say yeah. Or just, some people, you see them in the restaurant or something. Well, maybe not recently, but they just nod. They don't even speak. Just like,
Stay away from me. Yeah. Can't you see I'm on my phone? That's the other thing in Europe, eh? Like every time I've been there, it's not like here. Like you can go to a nightclub here, and there'll just be like a section of like 16 people on their phone, like in a corner doing BB. It's like, okay, well,
well,
Why
just
not
so
go
you,
home and do that?
well, yeah, why even go out? But just so you guys all know, I drive a giant jacked up Dodge Ram. It's purple. But every time I go skiing at Marmot, my phone stays in my giant jacked up purple Dodge Ram. I don't take it on the hill with me. Why? Because I'm there to snowboard. I'm not there to be on my phone.
Giant jacked up. When did you
Purple
purchase
Dodge
this?
Ram.
When
Giant
did this
jacked up
happen?
purple. Well, that's where my phone is when I'm at Marmot. So if they're looking for a vehicle to break into to steal a phone, it's a
If
giant
you're
jacked
looking,
up purple Dodge Ram.
go to that one. I'm in I'm in the white F-150 with the Oakley banner on the back,
Oh
and
man,
and I've got those balls that hang from the hitch.
the bull balls.
Yeah, they're the so if you're
Are they blue?
yes, of course,
Uh, I
and
don't know if I can talk to you anymore. You drive a Ford, I drive a Dodge.
it says incel on the back. I'm proud. No, I don't drive trucks. Don't want. I have no need for one. I'm not a farmer, and I'm not a
Me either,
plumber.
but I'm not going to tell you guys what I drive.
I drive a orange GT 86. if it,
I drive
Winky Winko.
I drive a satin black 2020 Toyota Supra.
That's right. I drive a black Ford Focus ST with red stripes on it. So if you're looking to throw a street sign through the window, that's the one. It has a custom exhaust that was done at Jiffy Lube. I'm not joking. Um, that actually happened. It sounds awful.
I I don't know. I don't know,
That was
man.
mean. That was mean, but
I don't know.
we do know. We know
I I,
everything.
I can't support that last one.
People. Oh, check this out. Oh, Julia was over here DJing the other day, and she found this. Check it out. Look how old this is. It's a button. Remember buttons?
Yeah.
Trust your own taste. This is from the Pepsi Taste Test Challenge in like what 91?
You know, when I was a kid, um,
When I was young.
our grandma sent us a Christmas present, and it was each of our names spelled out in like a little like sewed up banner type thing,
Oh, that's kind of nice.
and stuffed with I don't know whatever's inside of it. I haven't opened it, so because they're stuffed
Hmm,
up, so they're like 3D and stuff, and it was to hang
neat.
on each of the kids' doors. And I have that thing filled with every button I've ever got in my life.
Wow,
Maybe
that's
I'll
cool.
maybe I'll find where it is and dig it out and show it one night. But
Yeah,
it,
buttons
it's
are neat,
got it's got high school buttons
man.
because kind of a nerd, perfect attendance, straight A's,
Perfect,
stuff like that. So
perfect, perfect attendance. Not me. I did not have perfect attendance. I didn't want to be there, but I was 3 grades ahead, taking two
um,
classes.
I wanted to get
I'm going
out.
skateboarding.
I wanted to get out of white court, so I was like, yeah,
Why cool?
go to school, get
Why
good
cool?
grades.
Everyone in White Court has a Dodge Ram. Everyone. It's the
Yeah,
vehicle of the city.
I think it is more of a Dodge than Ford Town.
Last time I was there, it was all Dodge Rams. Their snowboard hill isn't even half bad, by the way. I checked it out.
Well, they reopened the old one.
Hmm.
Like they had a ski hill with a chairlift there
Yep.
before I was old enough to even use it. But then the ski lift poles were still there, but there's
Hmm.
no chairs, no wire, and I think they actually, you know,
They
brought it
probably got it
back.
from like Lake Eden or something. Like, get those
Bought
parts.
yeah, bought the parts to bring it back.
Yeah. No, I couldn't believe that they have a half decent place to go. I'm like, what? This
What
place?
what they did do is they killed the access hill, and that was a hill going from where the ski hill is
Right.
down to the one
Right.
the one hill, but it used
Okay.
to be steeper, and you could hit that really fast and actually jump onto the road. So they
Oh,
took
yeah.
bulldozers to it so kids weren't flying onto the road anymore. I never
I
flew
would
onto the
totally,
road, honest. I did not take my GT snow racer, fly down there, jump
never.
the bank, and land on the road. I would never do that.
I would totally be in there so hard.
Oh, pff, I landed on the yellow line, just like cars are
Killing it.
like cars are nailing their brakes and stuff. And
Small town. They're like, there's that bastard kid.
it wasn't just me.
Things
It,
happen.
it was like a thing. Like if you could
Oh
launch
yeah.
yourself onto the road, like yeah.
Hell yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, that's like at Valley. If you remember 2 seasons ago how they had that volcano at the bottom,
Mm,
that's actually where they used to put the mega kicker. So we what we would do is go from the very top, straight line it all the way to the mega kicker, and try to hit the shed that was behind it. Like try to get as far like that was the goal.
don't lie, you're trying to land on the roof.
Well, of course we were. We just couldn't get up high enough, but it'd be fun to, fly as far as you could and then like bounce off the wall. So they stopped putting it there, obviously, but it was fun.
My
It's
favorite
good
my favorite
times.
thing about Valley
What's that?
is they had that carving area, right?
Right.
And we started using it as like a giant kicker. And then it
Yeah.
started turning into a half pipe and they're like shoveling snow in there and stuff to
Trying to stop the mad. They don't, not anymore, dude. Now they just set it up. They're like, okay, well, like we give up. They build up
oh
the one bank and people just use it now. Like,
oh yeah, we'd fly at it and go flying off the other side. I think sometimes we're getting like 4 or 5 feet of air, just like
yeah.
I,
I do believe if not to cut you off, sorry, but if you guys want to see me do a switch cork stalefish off of that, you can watch Stairmasters Transformers Challenge number 9, maybe. I think that's the one. Oh, Tronics popped off for a sec. These things happen, guys. Yeah, hopefully, everybody this year we will be snowboarding. Tronics and I actually film a lot of snowboarding, lots of trips. We travel a lot, on a limited sort of budget, trying to experience the entire world of snowboarding. And we got a lot of footage we want to get together, kind of make like a compilation video. Really fun stuff. Um, but I don't know about you guys, but my snowboard season was cut short this year, which really sucked because this was going to be my last year of competition. Unfortunately, we had this pandemic happen, and all the resorts, all the hills, everything closed in February. I'm like, whoa, guys! Like we ride till like the end of May, so ouch.
but I did get a new tool.
Oh, get your mic up, bro.
I did get a new tool
There
recently.
we go. Nice. Yes. You see that? That's a helmet mount for his GoPro.
And I have a helmet I wear while
Right.
snowboarding as well.
Right. So yeah, he got a helmet mount. We used to do shoulder mounts with our GoPros when we were filming, which give you interesting footage if there's a lot of people around. Yeah, those go on your backpack. Um, though, like, okay, I got footage of that kid when he was chasing me. If you remember, down the chute,
Yeah.
and with that shoulder mount, like the it's funny because I'm like, yo, you got to back up, kid. And he's like, he screamed some nasty nonsense and then just wiped. And then he came barreling at me, so I jumped out of the way, and he's just tumbling down. It's like, yeah, dude, when you're going through a small chute down a steep thing like that, you gotta kind of stay that out of people's way or
I
try not to pass them.
I hate when you're on a hill and you're in one of those like natural half pipes or something like that.
Hmm.
And every time I'm in one of those, going up one side, trying to do
Right.
a 360 or something, hit the other side,
Mm.
do a different trick, and it's what you're doing the whole way, right? It's a perfect place to do that stuff. Then people are like right on your heels. It's
Yeah, I could think of a certain
like
girl we know who would do that.
just
Drive me
just
nuts.
okay, either go ahead of me
Right.
and let me do my tricks, or stay back
Yeah.
and let
If,
me do
if you're
my
gonna be
tricks.
that close, if you're gonna be that close, have a damn camera in your hand at least.
Like,
You know, like get some good shots. Don't just chase an inch away from my tail. Like I'm gonna wind up. Well, I did wind up if you remember. See all those boards? Yeah, that's right.
yeah, do you see any racing boards in that lineup? I've thought about buying a racing board, but then I'd have to wear hard boots, which means I'd have to buy hard boots. So
Special hard boots too.
I'm not racing you down the hill.
You know, we're not here to race, guys.
And I do have a powder board right there, right
Yeah,
behind the guitar.
that's right. You've got the big mountain board as well.
Oh yeah, big mountain boards over on this side.
Yeah, look at that thing, guys. Gigantic. I've done a 540 on it. That's it. That's where my that's where that thing taps out my spinning ability on a small
Yeah,
hill. Like I
but
did.
it was
Yeah.
a sketchy one because you had to put everything into it.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, look at this. Thanks, Roy. We all love cats. Want some more cats? We can get some cats in here.
Hey, kitty, kitty.
Hey, kitty, kitty. Oh, don't do it, Julian. I know. I know. That's a song from Kill Bill. I kind of want to watch Kill Bill now. You know what I mean? But with all the people who want to strike us down, I don't know. That might just
Kitty.
might might hurt them too much.
She's looking
There
at
you
the
go.
camera like, how dare you point that at me?
There you go. That's just for you. Just for you, my boobs.
Ooh, my favorite type of kitty.
Bum, bum. Yeah, if Mobius was on, he could talk about his snowboarding as well.
Oh,
Leave a comment.
I showed my skateboards before, but they're not in this room anymore because, well,
They've been moved?
oh yeah, they're right behind the front door now.
Oh, wow.
Why? Going out
Why?
the front door, grab a board.
Mm-hmm.
My wife's using them to get in shape
After,
after being pregnant.
yeah, for 9 months.
She took all my boards, stood on them. I'm talking not her board. She took my board, stood on them, wiggled them back and forth in the living room. It's like it's too tight, loosen the trucks.
Oh, gosh.
Loosen the trucks. She stands on it, wiggles this more. No, it's still too tight. Loosen a bit more.
Well, Dad, she weighs like nothing. You need softer bushings.
Oh, she's happy with them now. She was riding the Elva the other day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Love the Alva.
Well, I thought it was funny because she was actually cruising pretty good on him. Like, the hardest board to ride I own.
Put that there again. Kitty. There. These two guys are great. If I saw these cats, I'd adopt them. Like,
Kitty.
you live here now, guys. I love cats. They're fun. My cat's literally sitting just outside the door, pouting.
Uh,
It's pouting away. He can't take the lasers. It's too much for him.
she's gotten used to him, even though the first few times she was like freaking out, attacking everything,
Oh, really?
including my arm.
Yeah, when I turn those ones on, oh my god, this thing just loses his mind. Womp,
Now, during
womp,
the shows, she'll
womp,
actually lay on my
womp.
lap and go to sleep, which it's really horrible because it's like at least 40 degrees in this office. And then have a
Oh yeah.
cat sleeping on your lap. It's like, oh,
Yeah, they like warmth. I believe they like it 10 degrees hotter than we do.
well, she's also a ragdoll Manx, so she's a she's a bred as a desert kitty.
Is that a desert kitty?
Ragdoll.
Living in the desert. I have no idea. Mine's a Maine Coon. Big old fat Maine Coon. He just likes to eat and sleep and kill things. Da, 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 da. So yeah, skateboarding guys. Tronics and I are gonna have some skate videos out soon.
Yeah. If you've seen any of the Let's Adventures, there's going to be multiple
It's gonna be
camera
smart
angles.
adventures. Yeah,
And
exactly.
multiple camera angles now.
Yeah, exactly. A little more interesting. And keeping out the like we do enough podcasts. We don't need to sit there and yip yap the whole time. Like a little bit, but not like some of the ones where I do, where it's 45 minutes of me talking about a burrito that I hated.
I
So,
would really love it if we could play some Jan and Dean and stuff in the
mm,
videos, but
Ken. Well, not Jan and Dean, but I have an entire library of like surf music that we
that
we are allowed to
that's
use.
free
Yeah.
to use.
No, we are
Nice.
allowed to use.
Nice.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. No copyright strikes on that one. If you watched Let's Adventure there, yeah, I had all that music was free to
Yeah.
use. It's good stuff.
Surf slash skate rock.
Hmm.
Back in the early days of skate.
Skate rock, yeah, it's punk rock, but a little more edge to it.
No, I'm talking the lighter stuff. That was more like Jan and Dean.
Oh, it's just surf music then. Look at that guy. Aw.
He's hugging his toy.
All right, that's what my cat still does that.
What's the little pillow cat again?
Yeah, he's got a little mouse. My God, would I ever take that thing home? You live with me now, boy.
That's somebody's cat.
Should be my cat. I want that cat and this one. Adorable. I'd make him wear a little sweater and a hat.
Those are so hard to take care of.
You got to wash them once a week,
A
from what I.
special shampoo. You can't really pet them or anything because if you make them oily, it's bad for their skin.
Aw. There, go back to that guy. It kind of looks like Cinder.
No, it doesn't.
I don't know. It's the same breed. I do what I can to find the cats for everyone. I guess she's got the mask
Yeah, her mask is.
pronounced. Well, what do you think? I think we've gone on long enough. We've reviewed the movie. We've talked about lots of pop culture stuff, and guys, we're gonna be back tomorrow. So
And remember, 40 uncut, 135 cut, unanimous agreement.
yeah, that's the name of a gay porno. Now, starring Roy. Ah. So guys, make sure to head over to onlyfans.com/Roy Lewis,
Does
and
he have a?
he does now.
Go start it, Roy. Go start your OnlyFans.
Get it going, man. Make those tips. So make sure to head on over there. Follow Roy for $12 a month. And thanks for tuning in, everybody. You can't break that human spirit. You can't strike us down. We'll just come back twice as powerful.
She's too cute.
Yeah, you can't do it.
I'll just
And
try and
with
fight the
that,
laser on my shirt.
I love you all. Good night, everybody. Boop.